Hello everyone, MrBennyill here, and today we're going to be making a follow-up on my flipping series so far. So as you can see, I've got 10 mil in my pouch, which is the money that I started with, and I've got 5137k, which is the money that I've made. So as I explained in episode 1, every 5 mil that I make will be a new episode, just to make sure that I'm keeping everyone up to date with what I'm flipping, and hopefully the more money I have, the more that I will start flipping, so I'll be able to flip bigger items, more of items, so you'll be able to follow that if I have 50 mil, I'll be able to flip better items than if I had 10 mil. So as you can see here, we did slightly go over 5 mil, but that's not a problem. And when I show you the database, it will show you the overall profit, so these two numbers won't be the same, and because of that is when you find a margin, you lose the money of that margin that you found. So if I find a margin, for example, that's 150k and the margin is actually bad, I lose that 150k, so that's why the two numbers won't be the same. They're pretty similar, and if you want to sit there and add it all up and whatever, then you can, but it's already added up to basically enough accurate to see what I've done. Also, if you haven't seen episode 1, there's going to be a link on the screen now, or in the description, or at the end of the video if you want to watch it then, but I'd advise watching it first. It is a little bit of a longer video, but it does explain everything that you need to know about the series that I'm doing. Also, I'm sorry for the series being a little bit behind. The reason because of that is just because I had stuff to do in real life, like exams and stuff, and a lot of the pictures of my flips basically were lost, and I had to try and recover them in my computer, so I did get basically all of them back. And I think there was flip 21 that I didn't get back, but I didn't count that in the series because I didn't get it back. I just thought, oh, what the heck, I'll just not count it, because it's not fair to say, oh, I made this much and not have proof to make that, so that's why we did that. So as you can see in my bank as well, I've basically just kept Squeal of Fortune junk, no cash. I transferred all that to my other account, and anything that I get of Squeal of Fortune that I might ever need once on this account. So I mean, for those of you who don't know, this is one of my skillers that I do the flipping on, just so the cash doesn't get confused with my main. So yeah, let's go to the screenshots and we'll see what we've made. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, this is flip 1, and we made 651k, so it's a flip that does count in my series. It's like buying shards, but that's just to get us started, and that was a pretty decent start to the series. So let me just click the next button, and I can't get to it, it's a golden thing. There we go. So flip number 2 was Samurai God Swords. As you can see here, we did make a nice profit of 240k, so in 2 flips we basically made 900k, which was an excellent start to the series, to be honest. And oh, don't do that. And as you can see, the price, these didn't sell straight away, they were quite a long seller, but I did find a decent item, which was these Bandos God Swords here in flip 3. Bandos God Swords were one of the key items that made me throughout the series. They just kept bringing consistent amounts of money into my money pouch, so really good for these. Nice 364k, which is quite low for the amount of Bandos God Swords that I flipped, but it is a decent flip basically. So that took us to 1.2 mil, which was a nice decent start to the series. We basically done 3 flips and we've made 1.2 mil, so can't go wrong there. Flip number 4 here is 351k profit. I went on to some Barrows items, just giving a little test. I did lose a few 100k here that I did make back, but I just lost a bit trying to work out some flip margins and stuff, so bear in mind that. As well with the Guffin Spears here, we made 264k, and that took us to 1.8 mil, so that's good as well. Then over here, I don't know if you can see this whole picture, it's just quite a big picture. Let's zoom out, I can't zoom out, but I'll go over here. So that's that basically, and that's that. So we made a nice, let's get it out of the way, we made a nice 749k there, so that's quite good as well. Off 1 flip, that's a decent amount. That took us to 2.5 mil, so we were halfway already and we'd only done 6 flips. If only the other half was as easy as this. We did do quite some low flips because it did get quite hard. So flip 7, we did some more banners, god swords here, a 605k, that's very good as well, decent start there. Flip number 8, more banners, god swords, another 636k. Sadly we couldn't do any more of these because we'd hit our 10-hour limit, 4-hour limit, sorry. Flip 9, we just did some offhand dragon skimmies, that's 40k, that took us to 3.6. Flip 10, we did some granite mauls, and they are 25k each. I was like, what? And only made 21k, but that's 21k I didn't have before. Flip 11, we did some Dragonfire Shield magics. I was just sort of trying to do some more items than just Bando's Godsword, and just to show that you can flip basically anything. Flip 12 here, we did some Super Strengths 4. We only made 17k, so I wouldn't recommend doing them, but yeah, not too bad. Flip 13, we made 35k. There should be a comma in there, I don't know why there's not. More Dragonfire Shield magic, so that's pretty good. Flip 14 here, we did prayer potions, and this took us to 3.8, and we made 143k. So you don't have to just flip armor, prayer potions and food, they're also good as well. Flip 15 was a 90k Sears ring flip. These were 30k each, and they would literally buy and sell in about a minute, so they were great to do at the time. But obviously there's buy limits and stuff, so you can't just abuse them. Flip 16, we did some rune plate BGs. This was just one of my mates who said you can't make money flipping free to play, and I go, I'm pretty sure you can. So I tried to do some free to play stuff, and I then went on to some rune sets as well to say that you can do it in free to play, and I made 92k. So that took us to 4.1, and that just shows you can flip in free to play if you are free to play out there. Flip 18, Bando's Godsword 4. This was a nice 159k profit, which took us to 4.2, so we're getting close to that 5 mil mark now. Flip 19, I did add a price per plate buddy because a lot of people might get confused. I'm only selling like one plate buddy, odd one here and there, just to maximise the profits. Flip 20 was the Bando's Godsword, just one this time, just to show that you can just do one at a time if you have only got 2 mil, and make 84k, so you've only got to do 10 and you've got your mil basically, because they are about 100k per one. Flip 21 actually did corrupt on my computer, so we don't actually have that clip, but I have took out all the profit that was made from that, so yeah. Flip 20 here, wait, what flip was that? Oh, so it's 2 flip 20s, so yeah, just ignore that. Flip 20, it is the right overall profit as well. I'm sorry, that was all the computer files broke, so I had to rename and remake them all. I only had the pictures, so I did that in quite a rush yesterday. So yeah, so we made 316k on this one here, and yeah, that's offhand Dragon Claws. I thought D-Claws, Legacy's back, why not? And yeah, they were flipping for a decent amount, so nothing wrong with that. Flip 22 was rune plate buddy G's. I sold the rest of them, I just got bored of trying to sell them, so I just dumped them all, but I made 139k, so from free to play I think I made about 300k flipping free to play, which just shows you can flip free to play, and I'm sure there's loads of other stuff you can flip. Flip 23 was the last Bando's Godsword flip, which took us over the 5 mil mark, took us to 5.1, and that was 300k profit, so that's literally, I stopped there, as you can see. But that just shows that I'm already working on episode 3. I've got some decent clips coming in from that one, and maybe in episode 3 we'll have some clips of me doing some flipping in the background, just so you can get a feel of what I'm doing, instead of it all just being pictures. So the video might be a little bit longer, but it might be a little bit more interesting. So thanks for watching. If you found this guide, well, it's not a guide, is it? If you find this video entertaining, then leave a like, and if you want to leave any feedback, just leave a comment below, and if you want to see more from this series, just subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to bring out an episode once a week, so that can be interesting, and I want to try bring out some other stuff that I'm doing in Runescape on other accounts, so that will be coming out as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.